Good morning. What a beautiful morning. That's because I'm not in the bush yet. I got the metal detecting gear, and I think it's going to be just Gage and I. Because the bugs are so bad, Stan doesn't want to go anywhere that the mosquitoes are going to carry him away. And that's pretty much the time of year we are in. 9 days away on vacation and then 10 days with COVID. I've missed a lot of detecting opportunity, but we're going to go today. And I'm going to take us back to that special place, the nudist camp colony on one of the local lakes here. There was a church congregation which used to go down and hold their Sunday picnic prayer meetings down at the lake. And the rest of the week was nudist party up on the hill. And the last time we were there, I did not detect where the nudist colony camp actually was, where the buildings were. So this time, if I can stand the bugs, and I've got a bug net here, we're going to try up around the old cabins first, and if the bugs are too bad, we'll head back down to the water and try around the water. There's got to be old silver there. This place was active in the 40s and 50s. Let's go do it. Yesterday I removed half a nest here from my tire. My truck has been parked here for, this is the third morning. And this poor robin keeps trying to build this nest here. And I have to keep chucking it because I don't want to run her babies over. All right. I knew you could still do it. It's only been 19 days. You're not that much older, Gage. All right, let's go. Let's do this adventure. Look at that truck, guys. Look at the shine. I had it detailed when we came back from our vacation, and it's probably only going to look like this for a week, so I thought I'd better show you guys. No dust on the dash. Looking good. Well, that sucks. Just drove all the way here to get to the trailhead, and there's 4 vehicles here, so I think a bunch of these guys are camping down at the beach down here, so I'm not gonna hike in 2 miles to find that out through the bugs and everything. Well, considering this wasn't like a super important place to go today, I'm a little bit bummed because I just drove 50 kilometers to get here. Now I gotta think of somewhere else to go. Okay, so I actually started to drive back out this road, and then I realized there is another place I can go here, but the bugs are going to be so bad because it's all bush. The plan here was to get down to the beach, and if the bugs were bad, get out of the, get out in the wind. But the munitions plant, the World War I munitions plant is also on this road, another 5 kilometers back this road. So I could swing that trail and Gage can get a good walk in. I just don't know what we're going to find for treasures. Why do I know those guys are camping down there? Because it's the May 24 long weekend and all their cars were beat up and dinged, so students, and only students, are dumb enough to camp out with tents. There's no buildings down there. This time of year when the bugs are this bad, I know, 20 years ago I was that dumb. So I don't really want to go down there because you never know what kind of party scene you're going to find. So we got to truck deeper into the woods. All right, not the plan that I set in motion this morning when I left the house, but we're nothing if not dynamic, right? I have found turn of the century coins in here. We've done a couple of videos in the past. They're on the channel. We found a 1902 double-double, which came from the island of Guernsey. Which is like south of France, I think it was. How it ended up here, no idea. But I mean, hey, that's metal detecting for you, right? We also found an old Canadian silver dime. I think it was like 1907 or something like that. There was First World War munitions plant way out here in the middle of nowhere, run by women. It was all women, 40 women living in a few little camps back here. Stan and I have detected the place a couple of times. I feel like there should be more bottles and more dumps that we're missing that we just haven't found. I mean, it's been 100 years. The stuff is there somewhere. We find bits and pieces of plates and this and that and cutlery and jars and bottles and whatever, but there should be more. If there were 40 women living there for, 5 years, World War I, I've always felt we're missing something. Here's the old turn of the century bridge. We did our murders on the North Mystery off this bridge as well. And the only reason this substantial bridge was put in was because of that munitions plant. There are no other bridges like this out here. 100 miles around here, you will find nothing like this. It was well made. Over 100 years old, still here, still standing. All right, I'm gonna get the detector turned on and I'm gonna do this main trail. It's probably 1.5 miles in here to the site. And like I said, we have found coins right on this trail before. Some logging stuff, you never know. Lots of shotgun shells and beer caps and whatever. You don't know till we try it. Gage will get a good run if nothing else. All right, first hole, we got something in this clump right here. I think it's probably the lead out of a shell, the way it was ringing up. No. Junk. Piece of an old beer cap or something, maybe? Hey, I told you there was no treasure here, so don't start whining. Not my fault. Go on, go run the trail. Second hole, little 22 lead. All right, next hole, right in the middle of the trail. I've cracked it open here. It was a big old iron nodule. I think it's a fence staple. You can see one side there and then the other side poking out here, so I think that's just an old staple that would have held barbed wire on a fence. So was there a fence system running down this trail 100 years ago? Probably. Cigarette wrapper, 70s. Frustrating. Well, now we've been here 15 minutes. The black flies have found us and they're swarming. Mosquitoes aren't as bad as I thought they would be, but it's not really mosquito season yet. It's black fly season right now. Oh, there's an old square nail on the trail. That's definitely hand forged. It's pretty crooked. No, black flies have breached my perimeter defenses. They're on the inside. Oh God. Oh, crush them. Crush them all. No, I hate this time of year. Don't forget. Lift your hood before you spit. That's good advice. And as Gage just politely reminded me, don't spit on your dog. I'm gonna have to start a file of failed metal detecting outings and piece all these together because I don't have any good feelings about this trail, guys. We've already detected it. I'm getting like bullets and nails and all the junk that we left behind last time. It's still here. Nobody else is coming looking for it. Here, we're at the cutoff right now. That's the cutoff that leads up to where the shacks where the ladies would have stayed. And we've detected all up in there before. But let's take a little quick walk. Maybe we'll see a moose out here today or something. I don't know. There's lots in this area. In terms of treasure, it's been done. We didn't find any treasure the first time we came. or the second time. So there's one of the cabin foundations right here. And this trail, this is the old trail right here. Not much left of it. And it was right in here where I did find that silver coin, right on this trail. In fact, it was right here in this clearing. Like right here somewhere. Oh, maybe we'll swing here for a couple minutes. Lots of tins and cans, food cans and kitchen stuff in this area. Yeah, we got nails, worms, and pottery in this hole. Well, in the same hole, some kind of shiny old tin. I see shine under there. What was it? I don't know. Can I clean it up? I don't know. Wow. Well, it was really fancy, guys, but whatever it is, you can see this design right there. And my toothbrush is just rubbing it off. There was an intricate picture on this container, whatever it was. But we're never going to know. There's so much rust on there, and I can't brush it off because it's just taking the old image with it, whatever it was. An old food tin, probably sardines. Ah, look at this. An old grater. Tiny little thing. An old grater. I don't know what they were grating with that because it has the world's tiniest little holes on it. I'm going to take that home. That's cool. Well, there's an old shell casing, but that's a weird one. It says 303 on the end, so that'd be like World War I. But it says Remington at the top, R-E-M, and then at the bottom it says Savage, S-A-V. I don't think I've ever found a shell casing with both on there. I could be wrong. I believe this site was in use right into the Second World War. It started in World War I as a munitions plant and carried on right into World War II. And here's some proof lying in the bush. There's part of an insulator. So eventually they got power in here, and these huts had electricity. So the trail carries on down there, but I see some tin right there. And I think there was another cabin site right in here. I would think so. I have to go back and grab my detector and swing all through this and just see if we can find. There's tin right there. Roofing tin or something. Oh yeah, there's more back here. Sheets of it. What is this? I don't know what that is. Some kind of material that you'd put on the outside of a building. But there's more tin right through there. There was definitely a building here. And you can see that tree grew up and fell down on top of some of it. It's been here a long time. There's a foundation hole right there, I guess. Okay, I got something shiny here, just on the surface. You know, maybe down there 1.5 inches. What is it? It's ringing up like 20. Well, it's got an arrow on the side of it, guys, and there's a screw top. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me what this was. Was that a lock? Is this some kind of little lock right here with the arrow? I don't know what that is. So definitely some kind of little shed. Doesn't look very big, maybe even an outhouse. I don't know what that was, but it looked like it was like 6 feet by 6 feet kind of thing. And I'm digging up all kinds of those sheets of tin and canned remains, you know, canned slaw. I don't know what. I don't know, but we're gonna move further on down this trail right there, see what else we can find. So just off the trail here, I can see another depression in the ground here. And maybe a piece of tin line here. Yes, yes it is. Look at this. Definitely another foundation right here, guys. They don't look very big. They're all just tiny little, you know. But definitely tin right there. An old bowl buried out here in the middle of nowhere. Well, there was junk on this trail. Bits of can, and I've seen some pieces of brick. Let's keep going and see where this goes. I hear running water. So this trail didn't lead to the lake, but it led to the river coming out of the lake. Look at this. The ladies were definitely coming down here. Oh, there's a pond. The ladies would have been coming down here and bathing for sure. Probably washing their dishes and everything too. What an awesome spot. Hey, Gage. Gage thinks it's an awesome spot. And there'll be speckled trout in there, no doubt. All right, I left the detector back on the trail here just a little ways. I'm gonna go back and get it because this whole shoreline, if we can find where the girls were getting in and out of the water and stopping and, you know, hanging their stuff to dry on the rocks as they laid here and sunbathed, we might find some old stuff. Coins and dropped whatever. There's gonna be stuff here. Just can we find it? I don't know. But there's a nice breeze out here and the bugs aren't as bad. So I'm gonna play around here for 45 minutes. Well, I don't know where the breeze went, but it disappeared. Found a really cool quartz rock, but that's it. And one beer can. Oh, that's not COVID. I swallowed a bug. It's terrible. I hate this time of year. Well, there's an interesting one right on the edge of the river here. I don't know. I'm thinking a game piece. Like it almost looked like a pawn from a chessboard or something. What is that? A foot away from that last little piece. I just knocked the rust off this, but look at the intricate shape of that. At first, when this was sticking out of the ground, I thought it was some kind of spike, but that is not a spike. Some kind of weight? Maybe for a net or something? I don't know. All right, best signal of the day. At first, guys, I couldn't figure out what it is because it's ringing up like copper. So it's a brass alloy, it's really heavy. And I found a bunch of pieces in the hole here. I think it's the bottom of a lantern. That's what it's got to be. Like, it's really heavy. This is really heavy duty stuff. And that's the only thing that would ring up like that. So, you know, these girls were coming down here in the middle of the night, partying down at the river. So just making my way up towards the bush line, I can see metal leaning against a rock here. What? Oh, there's like a whole concrete thing here. What? I don't know. Yes, there's like a whole concrete piling here. Did they have a bridge going across this river? I don't know, that's odd. That's news. I'll have to show Stan this. I think you're right, Gage. I think somebody else has been down here detecting. So these are not mine. Somebody found those and set them up on the rock here. So maybe somebody else was down here doing this shoreline. I don't know. What I do know is that it's time to pack up and get out of here, guys. I got like a 2-mile hike back to the truck, and the bugs are pretty thick. So Gage and I are gonna put on some miles and as quickly as possible. Thanks for joining us. We'll catch you in the next adventure.